Angry guy here, and strong, independent black women are begging men to rescue them from their miserable lives. So, strong, independent black women are begging men to rescue them from their miserable lives. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this video.
I'm tired of being described as strong, tough, resilient in a way that's supposed to be a compliment, like it's some sort of badge of honor. I didn't want to be those things. I had to become those things because of the circumstances in my life in that moment. That doesn't define me. I don't want to be those things. I want to be soft. I want to be gentle. I don't want to be tough. It's not my job to be tough.
It's not her job to be tough. However, let's look at some of the comments on her video, right? So it's not only her, the strong, independent black woman. Make this a sound, please. 110 likes. Yes, that was from Meg Morgan. Yes, or yes, yes, queen, yes. I'm tired and exhausted from being strong all the time. I need to rest and for someone to take over for a while. Oh gosh. Paola, 73 likes. I didn't want to be those things. I had to become those things. Felt that. Cry, cry, cry. A says, this one's 34 likes. I was tough for 31 years. This last year at 32, I don't even have the ability to pretend to be tough. I was everyone's rock. Who's mine? She says she was tough for 31 years, which means that from the age of 1, she chose feminism. She has been a feminist since age 1. So by the time she was conscious of her existence in this world, she had already been programmed as a feminist. And now at age 32, she doesn't want to do it anymore. I've said it to you guys that women would say, feminism got us everything that we wanted. Now let's fight it together. But although the label feminism may go away, the legacy of feminism will never end. It will always remain. These women will always be feminists, but they want men now to pick up the luggage, to carry the bag for them so they can go and rest and relax and recharge. Look at this comment from Nikki. Preach. And the comments to A's comment, Gabby says, oh my God, yes, everyone calls me their rock. And I always think, who TF is my rock? A says, today in therapy, because they're all in therapy, I realized it's okay to learn to be my own rock. It takes me 6 months to get to this place. It's taken me 6 months to get to this place to find a strength for myself. You can too. But check this one out. Unchunky Monkey says, 31 broke me as a person, as a mom, as a woman. Now at 35, I'm impatient for life. Life is a crock pot, not a microwave. That looks like a single mom right here. Nikki says, preach. Ash says, this heart. Ryan says, me too, girl. What? What the heck? Ryan, what are you doing? Ryan, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Bro, Ryan is looking for a man or a sugar mama. Oh my gosh, bro. Meredith says, why did this bring tears to my eyes? Right? Brandy says, felt that. Jen says, same. Nicole says, I'm ready for my soft girl era. Told my mama this in a conversation this morning. In other words, to live lives of luxury as men take care of them. Because soft girls don't cook, don't clean. They don't raise children. Instead, they live lives of luxury as men provide everything for them. Bro, this is how is this, guys? Girl logic is amazing. Michaela says this. Kayla says, me too. I agree entirely. Bailey Ann Stanley says, I feel this deep. Victoria says, I feel this to my core. Mitch Jamie 88, me too. Courtney says, yes, yes. Samantha, same girl. I cannot agree more. Sending love, girl. Oh my gosh. And she spelled the first girl GIRL, but then she's literally spelled the second girl GURL. Guys, these are strong independent black women. Strong independent black women. Look at all these strong independent black women crying about this. Kelly Burnside, this literally made me bawl like a baby. Who was finally allowed to unclench? Relax. Wow. Nicole says, love you. That was the creator of the video. Elena says, I feel this so much. Also imitating because I am tough. Mindy says, it is exhausting. Punk says, it is heavy and exhausting. I feel this in my soul. All Done says, I have said this same thing so many times in the last few years. I hear you and I understand you. Melly Mel, 95. So that's probably the year she was born, right? That's probably the year that she was born. And it's so intriguing because now she's 28 years old, and she's already tired. So she's absolutely the youngest of the millennials, and she's burnt out. She's burnt out and wants to retreat at 28. But then you see what's happening with Gen Z. They don't want to work at all. Wonder One Woman says, I feel you so much on this with this. A strong black woman, she says, a strong women are already searching for a break. Strong women, guys. So they're still strong feminist women, but they want someone to provide for them and care for them. They want to be in their soft girl era now. Amy says they have not abandoned their feminist ways. They've just changed their tactics. Amy says, Amy, make passive income says, same girl, same. Ashwi, I felt this in my soul. Sarah says, this hit me so hard. Lee says, I believe we all have been in a position to become tougher in this crazy world. You're a gentle soul. God knows your heart. Bro, didn't I tell you stay away from the churches? All right, the pastors are not your friend in there. They are accomplices with these women. They are accomplices. Y'all trying to hustle you and take your money. Missy says, thank you for posting this. I absolutely needed this and needed to hear it tonight. Guys, I said this years ago. Years ago, women were going to come together and say that we need to have a conversation with the men. I talked about this. I said that women are going to say that men, we need to have a conversation. And they're going to start getting together in droves, in online groups, and in groups in society, saying that men and women need to have a talk. And what's going to end up happening when they finally do this? You're going to have all these women trying to pretend to be traditional women when they're not. And they're going to go to these meetings, and the only guys that are going to show up are the Sims. And they're going to say, wait, what are you guys doing here? We want the manly men, the conservative men, the guys with actual values. And the Sims are going to say to them, yeah. So yeah, those guys aren't coming. They've already left the country. We're all you have. And I think it's time that you show us a little bit of respect. It's time you show us a little bit of respect. That's all that it's going to be. That's all that they have to look forward to. SB says, this is me all my life. US says, I love this. Punk says, thank you. Kid says, that has hit so deep. Sarah says, yes. Fran says, it's exhausting. Tad says, you can be, but you had to be tough through your life, and now you can be what you want. For me, I was soft, and now rock hard. What the heck? There you go, bro. There you go. He says, I was soft. Now that's the life of a man. He went from soft to rock hard, because that's what men have to do. And now women who decided that they wanted to be rocks now don't want to be soft and taken care of. Come on. User says, oh my God, this description is so me. My soul is so tired. I can't do it anymore. John, oh, it's overwhelming. Either he's mocking them or he's one of the Sims. Heart. So Sun says, Heart, felt this so deeply. Abby, if I could like this a million times, I would. I couldn't agree more, guys. This is such an absolute joke. These women destroyed society. They made these terrible decisions, and now they're trying to run away. These strong, independent black women are begging men to rescue them from their miserable lives as men are walking away from Western society and choosing to have relationships outside of society if they have a relationship at all. And you still have women, ironically, saying men should never approach women. They should never talk to women that they don't know. And like I said, the next wave of M2V2 is going to be literally women going after men who they've never actually met, or this guy just got their number and texted them, and they didn't like the text messages, never went on dates, never hung out with them, nothing. And they didn't like the text messages, so they're going to put them online, claim that, these guys made them feel unsafe and they need a boatload of money now. And they're going to go after the guys. They're going to go after the guys' jobs, their workforce. They're going to try to get the state to pay them. It's going to be unbelievable. You're going to literally have women going after guys on dating apps. It's going to be really hilarious. Okay. And the crazy thing is, you're going to see companies like Tinder just collapsing overnight as men, as especially wealthy men, just begin canceling their subscriptions to these platforms. Because women are going to say, we don't feel safe anymore. And they're going to set up all these new policies to ensure that, like, policies on behavior and this and this. And guys are going to say, okay, yeah, we're not doing this. When, my simple text to this girl could cost me my job on a dating platform, because they're going to take a copy of my profile, put it on there. And, I can lose the job that I've built. I've spent years building, and it doesn't matter if some of these guys are now spending like $500 a month on that platform to find women. And what are those guys going to do? They're going to say, yes, I'm supposed to spend $500 a month to find a woman who will now potentially cost me everything I've worked in my life to build. Yeah, I need to get off this platform. Because guys are going to see these they're going to see it as a place where women can now literally prey upon them. Even these sugar sites, they're going to begin collapsing. Like, women have already collapsed relationships in society, and the next phase for them is to collapse relationships on the internet, online. Okay. Because relationships in the real world are already destroyed. But now they're going to go for the online. They're going to go online and they're going to destroy relationships online. And the only way guys are going to interact with them is going to literally be behind a paywall. Like OnlyFools. And even on OnlyFools, guys are going to be very, very careful, because they're not going to want these women to find out who they are, because they're going to have OnlyFools creators literally outing their johns. So guys that spend thousands of dollars on them, they're going to then say that, this guy, he made me feel a certain way. This after he dropped money on them, right? Or maybe he refused to drop money on them. And they're going to post all the messages that they exchanged with this guy. And they're very tricky, because if they want to get him, what they'll do is they'll convince him, like, oh yeah, I like you. And they'll start exchanging messages back and forth. Because this is how they'll operate, and they'll get as much information as they possibly can. In fact, they'll just say, like, hey, send me a picture of yourself. Send me a picture of yourself. And, you know how guys are. The guy will get really excited, so he'll send them a picture. And then he might also send another kind of picture of his member. And then, of course, now they have all the ammunition they need, because they're going to use that to sue him and sue the platform. So don't be surprised when you have a lot of women that are now suing Tinder, saying that Tinder did not prevent or protect them from this type of behavior on their platform. And of course, that's going to result in even new laws, new policies. It's going to happen on YouTube. It's going to happen on all social media platforms. And this is only going to result in more men avoiding speaking to women and engaging with women on social media platforms. It's going to be like this on gaming platforms, because a lot of them are going to become absolutely Orwellian. And what will happen is you're going to have guys playing online games. There'll be a girl in the chat, and the moment they hear her voice, they're just going to act like they don't hear her, or they're just going to start dropping out. You're just going to watch, see all these guys just immediately drop out, like drop off the game. They're not even going to go, oh my gosh, there's a girl on here. They're just going to drop out and start a new game where there's only guys. And the only thing a girl can do at that point is to play silently. Some of them are going to try to use voice changers, and they're going to be dudes that are literally going to say, yeah, this is a voice changer, because there's ways to know that there's ways to really pick up on it, that, oh, it's someone using a voice changer. And it will get so, these guys, men are crazy. Dudes are so high tech. They will literally start installing software that begins checking the vocal patterns of everyone that's in the game with them, and determining if this game, using this, it may even use artificial intelligence to determine if anyone in the game is using a voice changer, and it may even save the audio, recalibrate it, adjust it to show what the voice actually sounds like. And they're like, yeah, it's a girl. Oh, we're gone. Boom, 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 boom. And as women invade more male spaces, because that's another thing. As M2 is happening and women are becoming desperate and trying to go into their soft girl era, it's kind of like insane, because on one hand they're pushing men away and they're driving men away more in more droves, but then at the same time they're out there searching for men, because they're now all desperate to escape these lives that they're living, that they can no longer live and no longer manage. And so they're going to be rapidly trying to invade different spaces. And on one hand, they're going to be trying to take down the guys in those spaces. And on the other hand, they're going to be trying to look for guys to date in those spaces. It sounds mad. It sounds like absolute insanity. And the only thing that guys are going to do, they're just going to simply create new spaces. Men are going to create new spaces. And another way that men are going to keep women out of their spaces is they're going to use complexity. So they're going to add some layer of complexity to enter into that space, or to even communicate in that space. And once you add that layer of complexity, most women won't be bothered. Most women won't learn how to use these functions, how to communicate in these online platforms, because they won't be bothered with learning how the technology works, learning basic coding if necessary. And as a result of that will further prevent them from entering these spaces. That's how guys will do it. All right. They will simply raise the complexity to enter and to use these products and services. And the guys, for a guy, guys will just sit around, learn how to do it, and then it'll become second nature. Girls, on the other hand, they just can't be bothered. What do you guys think about this? Strong, independent Black women are begging men to rescue them from their miserable lives. I want to know your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think regarding this, as well as how you think the future is really going to be shaping up. Guys, again, if there is a topic you want me to cover, to request a topic for a video, see the description below. The email address was wrong before, but I did update it. It's correct now. It is angrymgtow@gmail.com. If you want to reach out to me, let me know what you guys think in the comments. We'll talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.